think what we tried to do today was not to articulate something new. And we're not trying to articulate that because of RDR, we're doing the following. The intent of today was to encourage and empower and inspire advisors that what they've been doing over the last few years is something that customers really want. And that's kind of wanting advice and wanting a financial plan. And we want them to not lose faith with all the changes that's happening around them in the industry, that what they've been doing is fantastic work and the demand from customers are there. So we've taken the best of what every advisor out there is doing. We've kind of mapped and that process of what an advice conversation is, and we've tried and mapped it to articulate it back to them to make them feel proud of what they're actually doing. And what we've also done is just to look at how does that tie in with what the customer need is. So we've combined what advisors have been doing, and I would say most advisors in their heart are very customer centric. And we want to go out there and empower customers with this process so that when an advisor comes their way, there's a meeting of the minds around what a customer is experiencing, that they know what they're looking for. And at the same time, an advisor can feel proud and empowered of what he's actually doing. And I think a lot of what we've added to this process, which is something was probably new, that we haven't spoken much on the podium, but we've had it in our Mardi Gras right here. Core to our proposition and core to our vision, and our CEO touched on this earlier. He spoke about us wanting to empower South Africans out there around financial and empowering around financial education. One of the great things we've started is this concept called Old Mutual Moneyversity, and we took this concept to take to South Africans to empower them with financial information so that they know what financial planning is, they know what financial services is all about. So again, when they get to the financial advisor, they've got some context to when this financial plan gets presented to them, or the opportunity to make their dreams and goals become real. The opportunities that RDR brings around the sustainability of their own practices is fantastic. What opportunity it brings for them, I think it professionalizes what they offer to customers. So in the past, the financial advisor out there has got this connotation of commission and charging commission. What RDR brings is to kind of change the landscape, to be able to have a proper conversation around what is financial planning and kind of put a value to it and charge for that, and differentiate to when you just come to the advisor to talk about just giving us a recommendation or taking what we call a product advice fee going forward. And I think the opportunity is that you can now differentiate the different types of services you can offer a customer, and an advisor can even segment his own practice and decide what is it that he wants to offer and for what customer. And maybe bring it back to the speaker we brought from Canada, Duncan McPherson. The story he brought and what we wanted to empower advisors with was that what's important is that you need to understand what customer you're going after. What is your target customer? Articulate your proposition for that customer. And once you articulate that, now you know what is the opportunity from that RDR brings you on where you charge for what type of customer you're dealing with. What we're trying to do is to try and put a house view together to make customers understand and advisors understand what is the potential charge for a financial planning fee, as an example. So what we're doing is we're taking focus groups across the country, looking at advisors' practice and see how they run their practice, and look particularly at people who are running future fit practices. We've had a great example today by a guy, Derek, who's made the shift prior to RDR in moving to a fee-based practice, and there's many examples in South Africa. So we want to look at that and see, is there commonalities across that, and how can we place a value on that? Once we've articulated that value, the next best thing to do is to go and test that with customers. And then ask customers, before we tell them here's a value, maybe start testing with customers. Can you tell us what you think is the value of advice and the value that a financial advisor bring you, and try and marry the two and kind of come with some sort of view that we can empower advisors with, empower our customers with, and build this brand of financial planning and advice on a broader scale in South Africa.